What does Sam Bankman-Fried have in common with P. Diddy? I'm going to get into that, but first we have Caroline Ellison, who now is sentenced to 2 years in prison for her role in the multi-billion-dollar FTX crypto fraud. So tell me below, do you think that's enough for her after she ruined so many people's lives? You let me know. I think she got off pretty darn easy compared to what damage she has caused to other people. But anyways, that is, that's what happens when you go a centralized route. And this is why we always promote self-custody. So we're going to always promote self-custody way above anything centralized. Okay, moving on to the US dollar. So the DXY, which is the dollar index, is at its lowest level in 18 months. And also gold is breaking out. Gold hit an all-time high of like near $2,700. So that is good to actually see it continuing to go up. And Peter Schiff is probably very, very happy about that. And he's probably making fun of Bitcoin. But you know what? Bitcoin is going to break out of this stubborn range, which I will also talk about as well. First, we have to talk about what is happening in the United States. So yes, the dollar index is going down, and guess what else is going down? The US economy as well. 52% of Americans say they'd find it either very difficult, 25%, or somewhat difficult, 27%, to come up with $1,000 cash to handle an unexpected expense, while 42% reporting having less in savings than they did a year ago. And this is according to Smart Asset. And so this is what is happening in the United States. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, the US is doing great, it's amazing. Actually, it's not. People are really hurting right now. And that's the reality of what's going to be happening in the future as well. Because as I've said over and over again, they're going to keep printing and printing tons of currency. And now they're going to be lowering interest rates, which means they're going to be printing even more currency, in my opinion, than ever before. Also, 40% of homeowners in the United States have no mortgage, which is interesting. 40%. They must have bought Bitcoin or something to be able to afford no mortgage or paid it off, you know what I mean? But most people right now are probably not going to be paying off their mortgage ever. Mortgage actually means till death. I think it's in the Greek. So yeah, till death. I've never touched a mortgage before. I'm very blessed on that because I understood Bitcoin, I understood money. So I decided to go ahead and bypass all of that, which saved us a lot of headache. Anyways, let's move on to the halving. Okay, so this is from Elja on Twitter. He says, so this is Bitcoin post-halving history. So 2016, this is for people that are worried about, hey, this has been a really long time of this accumulation range. But 2016, Bitcoin consolidated for 170 days before breakout. 170 days. And back then, nobody cared, which is crazy because people right now are really scared that, oh my gosh, it's just going to go down to $30,000. Back in 2016, I think people understood money, they understood Bitcoin, and they actually really didn't care too much about the price of Bitcoin back then. They really didn't. Okay, but back in 2020, it consolidated for 168 days before breakout. So 170 days in 2016 and 168 days, just 2 days less in 2020. Guys, we are coming up on that level right now. I still expect a good flush of open interest. Yes, I really do. Nothing's changed. If you want to see my trade alerts and market updates, check out learningcrypto.com. Lastly, what does Sam Bankman-Fried and P. Diddy, Sean Combs, have in common? A roof over their head. They're going to be living together, or pretty much they're going to be neighbors or whatever. Oh, that's going to be so cute. And in a Brooklyn jail. So, you know what? Whatever. Two scumbags hanging out together. Pretty cool. Anyways, let me know what you think about that one. I would love to hear the conspiracies out there. Anyways, talk to you guys soon.